Good morning, YouTube. This is Chuck. A while back I did a little short going across this bridge, and I thought y'all deserve more than that. So now that I'm coming down off the mountain this morning, I figured I'd do a better video about this. But first thing I want to do is I want to catch the river runners. They came down apparently from the Salt River Canyon Bridge is where they put in at, and they're pulling out this morning. And we're fortunate enough to be here to catch them on camera. Their pullout is right just on the other side of the bridge. I'll show it to you. Say hi to YouTube. This is the Salt River. Now, the Salt River drains the west side of the Arizona's White Mountains, which is a large mountain range on the east central part of the state. To understand any part of the country, you got to kind of understand where the water flows. And obviously there's been a lot of snow melt, and the river's up a little bit. When the water's down in the summertime, there's not even enough water to float the boats, and so they don't do the river running except during higher water periods. They watch that real closely, and so there's been a lot of high water this year, and so therefore the river runners have been doing a pretty good business. Those guys there, they might be fishing game or somebody or other, because they didn't look like a tourist raft. But this old bridge, I believe there used to be a marker here that said it was built in 1938, but I don't know that for sure. One of the things you notice on there is you notice all the rivets. It's a riveted bridge. It's not a welded bridge. And it's only one of a handful of bridges that cross the Salt River. The Salt River is a pretty rugged, it goes through some pretty rugged areas. The next bridge is probably 50 miles or so upstream, and it's the Salt River Canyon Bridge on US 60. This one is on Arizona State Route 288, coming down off the mountain, and we've been up on the mountain for 3 days. I'll do another video and tell you a little bit about that. But this absolutely gorgeous spot. We're right at the upper inlet of the salt arm of Roosevelt Lake, and I did a video a while back on Roosevelt Lake. You notice up on the hillsides over there, lots of wildflowers. Pretty wildflower season this year. This thing right here is a stream measuring station where they keep track of the flow coming in here. As you can see, the water's pretty high. The next bridge down from this one is the one at Roosevelt Lake, which I did on my Roosevelt Dam and Roosevelt Lake video. And after that, there's not another bridge crossing it until clear past the chain of lakes. The Roosevelt Lake is the first of 4 lakes on the Salt River here that provide water for the Phoenix metro area. There you see, there's where they're taking the rafts out. And you see a vehicle backing down there getting ready to load one up. So it's pretty popular this time of year for rafting. The chain of lakes, as I started to say, provide water for the Phoenix metro area. And the first one is Roosevelt. And Roosevelt Lake is the largest lake located entirely within the state of Arizona. And there's bigger ones, but they share state boundaries with other states like Meade and Powell and those type of things. Roosevelt Lake now, because of the runoff this year, and we all know how much rain and snow we've had, and so Roosevelt Lake is pretty much full now. It's right up there. There's no bathtub ring anymore at all. I don't know what the percentage is, but I imagine it's 90% or better. But this is what they call the salt arm, the Salt River arm of Roosevelt Lake. And Roosevelt basically has it's an L-shaped lake, and the main feed, of course, is the Salt River, and the second main feed is Tonneau Creek, which comes down from country up there where I live. So, large area, stores a lot of water. Downstream of Roosevelt Lake is Apache Lake, then Canyon Lake, then Saguaro Lake. And except for the bridge there at Roosevelt, there's no bridges across any of the other lakes, and no way to get across this river until you get clear down below Saguaro Lake. And then on the Bush Highway, there's Blue Point Bridge. So there's a section of this river that's probably at least 150 miles long, and there's only 4 ways to cross it. So it's pretty rugged country. Arizona's a spectacular, rugged country. You can see that cactus sitting up there on the very tip top up there. I'm sure if he could tell stories, he could tell you some good ones. This original crossing here was, this road was put in before they built Roosevelt Dam to bring lumber down. They set up a sawmill up on top of the mountain to cut lumber to build the dam, which was started in about 1908 and finished up in 1912. And I'm not, like I say, I'm not sure what year this bridge was put in. I thought there used to be a plaque on it somewhere, but I can't find it. But as you notice, there's no welding. Everything's riveted. That was a real manufacturing achievement back in the day when they did this. But the other day I did the quick little video of it, and I didn't think I did it justice. So today I wanted to take a little bit more time, give you a little bit more look of the area. That canyon is absolutely spectacular. I know I'm into the sun a little bit. The wildflowers are absolutely stunningly beautiful this year because of the rain. And the country, as you can tell just by looking, we got some pretty tough country here in Arizona. So I've been up on the mountain for the last 3 nights, up at a place we call Crazy Town. I guess I could go ahead and talk about that. We didn't have as good of activity as we usually do there. And last night there was 3 of us. The night before there was 6, but some of them had to go home. And so, well, I got to get out of the road here. There's cars coming. But as I always tell you, we'll let you go for now. Absolutely beautiful country. We'll catch these guys going across the bridge here. That one's got Utah plates. That one's got California plates. Obviously a big tourist area. This whole drive is absolutely beautiful, and especially this time of year with the wildflowers. Let me catch this mountain on this side. Pretty tough country. There's their boat takeout where they're taking the boats back out again. And with that, I think I'll let you go. As I always tell you, love each other, take care of each other. We'll catch you again here real soon. It's an absolutely beautiful day. We had a nice trip. I'm on my way home now. So we'll talk to you later. So for now, I'll just say peace out.